Welcome back, everybody, to Everyday Off-Road. If you are new here, I'm Mike, and today's episode, well, we're working on Project Jaybird. Previously, we put the axle underneath and test fitted it to the lower control arms, and I must say they fit quite well. Now, before we go much further, it is a beautiful, beautiful morning here. The wind's picking up a little bit. I have nothing to take care of that. Traffic is picking up, and we're in the Northeast, and it's cicada season, so you will hear them in the background. So it's just something we're all going to have to deal with. But it happens when you're in the open air garage. Today's axle episode, we will be tackling welding up our new spring mounts and doing some work on our upper control arm mount for our triangulated four-link suspension, our Jeep style triangulated four-link suspension. I've been asked why I chose a Dana 35. There's so much better axles out there. Well, first off, it already has the four-link brackets welded on it. It is something I know. I am very familiar with these axles, and they're cheap. You know, like somebody we know. Never rambling. Let's go over here to the axle. Well, as you can see, our rear axle is out of Firebird because it's so much easier to do the work that we need to do out here. One of the things we need to do is take care of our spring mounts. This WJ mount is out too far. Now, we could cut it and move it in, cut it off completely and install a new one, or we can go the route that we're going to be going. We will not be utilizing the rear WJ springs. We will be using a set of front springs. Now, the reasoning being is they're narrower. We can get from Iron Rock Off-Road repair panels for a Dana 30 front axle. This is a known problem. They rust out. We will get this installed on top of our original mount. This means we need to get rid of this tower of metal in the middle so we can put it on and shift it in 1 inch. This will align our bottom mounts with our body mounts, well, our top mounts. Now, as you can see, if you look over here, over there, we already have the driver's side on. I have to finish welding that up, but right now I need to focus my attention on this over here. Come on, camera. I need to focus my attention on this mount and get that all ground up, ready for welding. Okay, we have our area prepped for weld. You notice how far over from center that is located. So I don't know how well this camera is going to pick up me welding. I don't want to destroy the camera, so I'll bring you back when we're done welding this. Okay, as you can see, it's not welded up solid. I was having a little bit of a problem with this bottom plate, as there is so much rust and rubber impregnated into the metal that I can't get a very clean surface for welding. So I welded where I could, and we're gonna call it good at that. I'm not a perfect welder. This is not a perfect situation, so I don't want to hear it. I'll let this thing cool down. Gonna start wire wheeling the driver's side mount so we can get some cold galv on here to keep this from rusting like that side did. Okay, we're back. We got ourselves all coated up, got our other side, waiting for this to dry. Now we need to turn our attention to the center. 99 to 2004 WJ Dana 35s have these three race bosses. This is where your upper control arm ball joint bolts down. As you can see, they have a little recess here for the bottom of the ball joint. We're going to utilize this for our upper mount. What I mean is, we're going to take a plate. This is not going to be the actual finished plate. This is what I could purchase offhand. It's a 6x12 half-inch thick plate. Now you're thinking to yourself, why a half-inch thick plate? That's kind of overkill. We will be utilizing Barnes 4x4 upper four-link mount. Our problem is where we are located with this, we cannot access the mounting bolts for this plate. So I figure we drill and countersink. Seems to be a theme going on here. Drill and countersink these three bolts. Get another plate, not as thick. We don't need it as thick, to weld this to, and leave just enough sticking out where we can get 4 bolts down through and bolt it to this plate. Probably drill and tap it to this plate. First, we need to locate this plate. So let's get some of the stuff out of our way here. Okay, I have, as you can see, a string line. And a piece of angle holds both ends of the flange. Both angles are perfectly vertical using a level. I have it around about the level of the plate. One thing we need to take care of is we need to clean these threads out. These threads are an M14-2. I got myself a tap. It's the only tap handle I have right now, so it'll have to do. transfer these holes to my plate, I could come up with some elaborate system. What I came up with was set screws. Now, sadly, I ordered the wrong ones, but we will screw these in. And hopefully they will do what I need them to do. I got my center line marked on my plate. I'm going to get a measurement between my angles. I need 28 and 15/16. Oh man, talk about close. Okay, I am lined up fairly straight with my witness line here. I'm centered up. My intent was to get it lined up and hit right here with my mini sledge, having those set screws make an indentation. All right, let's see if this will work. It worked. I have my 3 pattern. And like that, Mother Nature turns on us. I was able to get a coat of paint on our spring mounts. And well, I went downstairs to drill and countersink our mounting plate for our upper control arms. And Mother Nature decided to unleash. So everything is all soaking wet out here. I was able to get the end of the axle all buttoned up before she released. So I'm gonna call it the end of the video for today. I need to get more tooling because my countersink decided it wasn't up for the challenge. I gotta wait a couple days for that to come in. If you're wondering, I order most of my tooling from Master Car. Not a sponsor. In fact, I have no sponsors, but it's where I get my stuff. Okay, for a little heads up for the next video, we're going to be dealing with replacing carrier bearings in a differential. This is something I've never done before. I know of it, and I know how to do it. I've just never done it myself personally. I've got the puller for it, and we're going to be deep frying some bearings. And for all intents and purposes, they're getting heat expanded in oil, or as I like to call them, deep frying them. Yeah. Southern fried bearings. Sounds delish. While we're at it, we are also going to be dealing with the axles. We need to rebuild the setup on it because it is a non-C-clip axle, so the bearing is pressed on the end of the axle. Well, pressed on the flange end of the axle. And I gotta go order emergency brake stuff because, well, it goes in there too. Man, it never ends. So, like I said, we're going to call this the end of the video. If you liked it so far, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Every little bit helps. It kind of cheers us on a little bit. If you have anything to say, comments, questions, concerns, criticisms, leave them in the comment box below. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about Project Jaybird here. Until next time, we'll catch you guys later.